So a subscriber of mine named Nicholas sent me an email to ask me a question, and it's a very, very relevant question that I've actually been asked many times over the last few years here on YouTube. And it's something I think that applies to a lot of people from a lot of different areas of this country. It's something I've talked about in some of the podcasts before, but I've never done a video on it, and I think it's an important topic to go ahead and discuss. Whether you agree with me or you don't, it's important to understand both sides of this particular argument. Now, what he basically asked me was, he said, well, I live in California. Obviously, we know it's very, very anti-gun. Should I move and go someplace where my rights, my freedoms and liberties are respected and protected, or should I stay and fight? Now, right off the bat, I understand that not everybody has the option to just pick up and move. And maybe it's not the best thing for everybody anyway. And on top of that, you shouldn't be judged or put down upon in any way for making either of these two decisions. Both of these decisions hold weight. Both of these decisions are valid in their own right. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, I fall on the side of seeking out your own liberty and freedom and a place that respects and protects your rights. It's what our founders did. It's what created this country. They could not have fought the battle they did to maintain what we have here if they were still in Great Britain. They had to come here, to do it here. It's human nature to seek out greener pastures. It's human nature to want to provide a better life for ourselves and our posterity, our children, our grandchildren. That's just the way things are. We've been doing it since the beginning of time, and there's nothing to be ashamed of by doing that. Nothing at all. And I know people will say, well, that's a cop-out. You're running away. You're being a coward. No, you're not. And it's not to dismiss the people that do choose to stay and fight. They're doing a very noble thing, but there's nothing cowardly about seeking out a place and people that respect you and your beliefs and your liberties and your freedoms and your rights. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. The other side does it all the time. The left does it, and it's the reason why we have places like California and New York and Massachusetts and Chicago and New Jersey. Those places are the way they are. They are so liberal and anti-gun because liberals flocked there to be around people who agreed with the things they agree with, who believe what they believe. And there's nothing wrong with you doing the same. So anyway, that's my personal opinion on this. And I know some people are going to disagree. And I know good personal friends of mine here on YouTube that feel very strongly that that's the wrong thing, that you should stay and fight. And as I said, both sides have valid arguments. But ultimately, if you ask me, I'm going to fall on the side of seeking out your own freedom and liberty.